This video will not be happy. It may contain sensitive topics and subjects that may upset you. Viewer discretion is advised. Honestly, I don't know where to start. This video may be the hardest I'm ever going to make, as these subjects that I'm going to discuss are truly disturbing. And if you find any of these topics upsetting, or feel like you cannot watch, please don't. Any form of scam is fucked up. You're stealing someone's items, someone's hard-earned work. But lying to your friends about a terminal disease, that's a new level of scam. Today, we will be talking about Rogue. Over the months, Rogue has built up a very close-knit community of good friends. Friends. They became very close over the span of a few months, all before something horrible happened. Rogue became severely depressed, and by all accounts, life had become very hard for him. However, instead of coming out to his friends, talking honestly about his feelings and being open with them, he would instead lament his depression so that he could gain sympathy and use it as a tool to get attention and free stuff. Not getting enough attention? Depression. Not featured in a piece of art? Depression. Not invited to a game? Depression. He would soon begin to use his emotions to leech off of people, manipulating it like a tool. Not just for the attention that he would gain from his friends, but other things too. Rogue would start complaining that almost every day his life was awful, and it was an inherent struggle for him. That his birthdays were complete shite, and that he would never receive any gifts on Christmas. He would lament this to his friends. He would do so in order to gain their sympathy, and slowly, their generosity. However, our friends soon realised that the depression card was running low, and it wasn't as effective, and he would need something new to satisfy his hunger for the attention and the charity from his friends. For now, we revert into perspective of Fatalia, someone who was once a close friend of Rogue. Fatalia had however realised that Rogue was very emotionally draining, an emotional leech. This was compiled with their life not being the greatest at the time, so they decided to take a break on their own behalf. To walk away from Rogue, and walk away from Steam as a whole. Just for a few months to clear their head, and to try and get better. Months later, Fatalia returned, but not to find Rogue. Instead finding his accounts manned by someone else. His cousin. The cousin explained that something awful had happened, and that Rogue was in the hospital. Rogue's cousin explained that he had been suffering from cancer of the bladder for 3 years, and he was currently in a comatose state. Not realising that Fatalia had a larger understanding of how medicine works than he probably assumed. The lie started to crumble when Fatalia realised that Rogue's cousin was very vague. They would never directly answer any questions or be able to give out much information. However, it seemed like the conversation could always be drawn back to one specific point. Artwork. Rogue's cousin would request artwork of his cousin's scout, on his behalf, so that when he wakes up, he'd have something nice to look at, trying to guilt-trip Fatalia when they were reluctant. This isn't the only occasion when this has happened. It is almost impossible to fully talk about everything that Rogue has done and has confessed to. We will now transfer to the perspective of Marksman, a talented Gmod artist. When Marksman would release any screenshots without Rogue in it, Rogue would whine that he was depressed, or that he never received any gifts. He would of course later play the cancer card for extra attention, begging Marksman to put him in his screenshots through guilt-tripping him. This is honestly just plain disgusting. Without playing the sob story that my life is so hard. Both instances of both depression and cancer have affected my immediate family and friends. So seeing someone fucking lie that they have both just to gain free artwork and items is just fucking plain pathetic to me. All around the world, almost every minute, someone is diagnosed with cancer. People die of cancer every single day. There are people sitting on their fucking deathbeds, weak, malnourished and losing hair in front of their family because of cancer, yet you use it for free fucking artwork. That doesn't play well. With depression, there are people out there again, all around the world feeling low, like they have no one to turn to, feeling like complete shit. People who consider simply ending their life to escape the pain, yet you use this to have the goddamn audacity to use it to gain free artwork. And this progresses even further, when Rogue would beg for items, again playing the depression and the cancer card. He would again play on the generosity of his close friends to gain virtual items. He would betray his friends for fucking pixels on a screen using a terminal illness to do so. I have dealt with scammers. I have dealt with art thieves. I have dealt with people who try to send death threats and harass people. But never did I think I'd have to deal with someone who fucking lies about cancer to get free items on a screen. But now this is only the tip of the iceberg. There is so much more, including stolen art. Instances where he would upload other people's pieces, claiming that it took 2 weeks to completely finish, only for someone to comment a link to the original artist just hours after he posted it. Or on his Instagram, where he would claim a request from Isaac, a talented SFM artist, and claim that he made it himself with some help from a friend. All I want is the people to be aware. I want people to know who Rogue is, and I want people to know what he has done. He is a stealing scumbag, nothing more. After being exposed by his close friends, you think that he'd return the items that he'd stolen from them, or take down the artwork that he begged to have. But no. To avoid being caught, and to avoid having to return the stolen items, he has simply deleted them or traded them off. Erased. Gone. I want to thank you all for watching. Some may think that there is a distinct lack of evidence in this case. However, in short, there was just simply too much to sift through. There is a Discord server acting as an archive for all of the evidence, which you can find in the description if you are uneasy about the claims made in this video. This will also allow you to come into contact with the victims who I have not mentioned in this video, as there are many, many, many more. Lastly, I will be making a concise list of those who have lost their items in order to start a fund to return what has been stolen from them, as they gave away their items as an honest act of kindness to a friend. They thought their friend was suffering from a horrible disease, so they did something good to cheer them up, and it has been thrown back in their face. They have been mistreated in the cruelest manner. They have been lied to by their friend. That's not fair. They have had their items stolen, their time wasted, and their heart broken. And that's not fair. The fund will go public soon, and anyone is free to donate. If you can donate anything to the fund when it goes public, that would be much appreciated. However, no one is obligated to do so. Cancer is not a joke. Depression is not a joke. Neither should be used to gain attention or items, as this isn't how generosity should work. There are people out there who are truly suffering, and the fact that someone like this could do this is an insult to all of those working hard to fight against both cancer and depression, along those who have been suffering from it. If anyone here has been affected by Rogue and needs someone to talk to, please contact me through my Discord server. I am willing to offer any support I can to those who have been affected, as it is the least that I can do. The link will be in the description. Thank you for watching. This video was made to raise awareness of the dirty, disgusting acts that a scumbag has been manipulating for free items and artwork. It was not intended to slander nor insult. So thank you for watching. I have been Doomsday, and good night.